Hi guys, welcome to another Barb Stamps video. Today's video, the color fusers are fusing some colors together and we're all going to create something amazing with the colors. Our colors this month are Balmy Blue, Mint Macaron, Gray Granite, and Whisper White. So this is the card that I came up with, and I chose to use the Beauty Abounds stamp set out of the new Occasions catalog. And I also have some of our yummy skinny organdy ribbon that is free with during celebration with a $50 order. So you can check all that out at my blog, barbstamps.com. And if you'd like to place an order with me, you can go to shoppingwithbarb.com. Use my monthly host code for free gifts. So let's get started with this card. All right, so here's the pieces I'm using for my card today. I've got a 4 1/4 by 11 inch piece of our thick Whisper White cardstock, scored at 5 1/2, and then I just folded that and burnished it flat. I like to use our thick cardstocks for bases because I just feel like they perform a little bit better and they stand up a little longer. I'm also using a 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece of the Mint Macaron, and then I have a piece of Balmy Blue and a piece of white, and we're going to die cut these with our new rectangle framelits. So I'm choosing to use number 5 and letter D. And when I say that, this is what I mean. There are 8 framelits in the set that nest together. So I have those marked from the smallest to the largest with numbers. So they go from 1 to 8, and I'm using number 5. Then we have another set. I like to call these the long and skinny set. And these all nest together also. So I've lettered these A, B, C, and D. So when you hear me talk about A, B, C, and D, or 1 through 8 in my videos, you'll know which dies I'm talking about. So I'm using D on this piece of Whisper White. The set also comes with this little oddball rectangle that's more squarish than rectangle, and I don't have this one numbered or lettered because it's all by itself. So I'm going to set these back in my package. There are 13 dies total in the set, and they're all stitched, and they do negative stitching and then the stitching on the main piece. So let me go ahead and show you what I mean. I'm going to ink my stamp up. So I've got my Gray Granite here, and I'm going to ink up my image in the Gray Granite, and I'm just going to stamp that in the center of my piece of cardstock. And then I'm going to take that to my big shot, and I'm going to die cut this with D, and I'm going to die cut this with number 5. So I will do that, and I will be right back. All right. And so when I run these through my big shot, I run them through diagonally. So I lay them on my platforms like this, so that the first thing that hits the roller is the point of the rectangle. I find it goes through a lot easier, a lot smoother. There's not a lot of jarring and jumping. When you run it through like this, it's a little harder on the machine, I feel, so I just run mine through at an angle, and I find that that gets me nice, great cuts. Okay, so now we can go ahead and get these out. And I like to just press them out from the center, and you'll notice that you do get the stitching on the negative space, so you could make frames as well as the image part that I'm going to keep. Same thing on this piece of Balmy Blue. If I was going to use this as a frame, I could just carefully peel this off, and my frame piece would also have stitching. So these are super cool. I'm so excited that we have these for sale now. Okay, so we'll put these aside, throw this in the trash, and now I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Blends markers. I have my Mint Macaron and my Balmy Blue here. So I am going to do some coloring on this piece. So I'm going to zoom in and speed up the videos. Okay, I'm going to start with my light Balmy Blue. And I'm going to color most of these little flowers, the tops of the flowers, not the bottoms, and then these little, I'm not sure what you call these little patterns here, but I'm going to do those also. Okay. So now I'm going to switch to my dark, and I'm going to do the ends of the flowers here. Some of these have this little cone image. And I'm also going to add some detail to the flowers. Now I'm going to bring in my light Mint Macaron, and I'm going to color these leaves. Okay, and then we're going to finish with a little bit of the dark just to accent some of these parts of the leaves. All right, so now we'll go ahead and zoom back out. And that's what we have. So that's super cute. Next, we're going to bring in our piece of mint macaron and a scrap paper and 2 of these bubble images from the set. And I'm just going to do some random stamping on the background. Okay, so we'll just start with this large one here. Again, just some random stamping just wherever I feel like I need some, and then I'll fill in with the small piece. There we go. And then we'll just come in and kind of fill in these edges wherever we maybe have some blank space that we might need a little filler. Okay, should be done with those. We've got a couple sentiments here. So we've used the little bubble stamps, we've used this fun flourish. Now we're going to use Our Friendship Isn't One Big Thing, It's a Million Little Things. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in my piece of balmy blue. Some balmy blue ink. And we're going to ink this up and stamp it over on the edge. Okay. About like that. And then the inside of the card, we're going to go ahead and put the other sentiment, the It's a Million Little Things. Like that. Okay. And then I also thought it might be kind of fun just to add a little bit of the gray granite to the inside, this little flourished little thing here, like that. So that's the center. And I think we're done with the ink, so we're going to put all those away so I don't make a mess. I'm going to clear my stamps out of the way here. And now we should be ready for assembly. So we're going to put this mint macaron on the front. Get my snail adhesive. Just add a little bit of snail here. All right, and we'll just center this on the front. Okay. And then this piece we're going to put right there. So we'll sort of center this one also. Okay. And then our piece that we did the coloring on, we're going to use some dimensionals to adhere that. Okay. Oops, that one was a little bit of a bugger. And then we're just going to line this one up over here next to our sentiment, having a little bit of that blue on the edge poke out. Okay, and then our final thing is we're going to bring in our organdy ribbon combo pack, and we're going to use the balmy blue here. And I'm just going to tie a little bow. So I just make 2 little bunny ears. I cross them, and then I bring the one loop through. And then I just pull it tight. And so you can just manipulate this by pulling on the tails and then tightening the loops to get it to look how you want. I think that looks pretty good. Maybe a little smaller. Bring in some scissors here to trim off the ends. And we're going to set that right on our little flourish. So I'm going to bring in some mini glue dots. And I just like to press my embellishment into my glue dot, pick that off, and then I thought right there was a good spot for that. And so there we have it. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you have. Subscribe to my channel right down here, and then click that notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. I always offer free gifts with purchase at shoppingwithbarb.com, so I would love your business. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments below, and I'd be happy to answer them for you. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.